Behold, I am sending you like sheep in the midst of wolves. So be shrewd as serpents and simple as doves. It's pretty dramatic words from the Lord. They should cause us to pause and think, what is my mission here as a Christian? Is it just my faith to be lived out on my own, to myself, well or not, or anything in between? No. It's a faith that is meant to be spread by love, by example, by sacrifice, self-sacrifice. And again, I love that Jesus says, don't worry about what you will say. How many of us, if we knew we had to be thrown to the lions in the Colosseum, would say, I think I would say, I don't even know what I'm going to say when I get up here. And you're not lions. But truly, the Spirit comes. The Spirit comes if we get out of the way. And what does this look like? There's a beautiful example from our own time. There are a number of Coptic Christians. Now, some of the Copts in Egypt are Orthodox, and some of them are aligned with Rome. They're a branch of the Catholic Church. But we recognize the sacraments and the apostolic succession of both. But there were a number of Copts who were captured in Egypt by ISIS a number of years back, within the last 10 years. And they were told, you either give up Christ or you die. And they said, we die for Christ. And this was all, there's pictures, of them imprisoned, there's video. It was all over the news, and everyone, for 2 days they waved their flags and said, oh, that's horrible, and then the news cycle moved on, and, the world forgot. But the church didn't, and God certainly doesn't. And there was one man among them. There was one man among them from sub-Saharan Africa who was not Christian, he was not Muslim, I don't know what he was, but he wasn't really either of those. And he saw these other men say, no, we'll die for Christ, who died for us. And he said, I'm going with them. He said, whatever they're dying for, I want to die for it. Because if someone is willing to live and to die with that kind of conviction, what is the truth they must know? So he was not even baptized, but the church would say he received a baptism of blood. Just like the man on the good thief, if you will, on Christ's side, a baptism of blood. And so when we go out into the world and we suffer because we dare to love and to live in the name of Christ, and even to die to ourselves in the name of Christ in our daily lives, amongst our family, our friends, strangers on the street. If someone sees you making the sign of the cross in a restaurant and they go, or if someone sees you praying a rosary in the waiting room and they stick up their nose, not only love them all the more, but blessed are you. To die to self in little ways is to die a little martyr's death each time, and to proclaim Christ as victor over death and King of everlasting life. Amen?
Amen.
Let us offer our petitions to God, our loving Father.
Please respond. Lord, hear our prayer. For Pope Francis and Bishop Zubik,